Hopefully that don't fall.
I just heard when Stephanie gets here, I'm gonna run because I just heard my refrigerator yell at me that I forgot. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lucky Ones podcast. I'm your host, Lucky Wood, and we are on episode 33. Three, as you know, is my favorite number, so this episode is about to be fire because we have two threes in 33. So I am super excited to welcome our amazing guest all the way from the great state of Texas, Miss Sarah Ray. And we're excited to have you on. We're going to talk a lot about just arm wrestling and your experiences. She has been in the game for a hot second now and done some awesome stuff when it comes to arm wrestling, female arm wrestling, and even arm wrestling when it comes to helping out kids and helping with an event that you just had here recently. And so I can't wait to hear all about that. And so, yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Lucky.
Not a problem. So let's dive right in. What got you into arm wrestling?
My dad. So he did it in the 80s. He actually showed me a picture recently. I was like 3 years old, hunting gum or candy and hay, and it was in Winsboro. And ever since, arm wrestling the boys at school. Started actually competing when I was like 16 for the first time. So yeah, long time been around arm wrestling.
Very cool. Very cool. Was your dad any good, or can you beat him?
My dad's he was good. What's the good old saying? He ain't as good as he once was, but he's as good once as he ever was.
Right. Fair enough.
But no, I cannot beat him.
How's it going, Steph? How you doing?
Good. I'm just making my meal prep for the day, and I tried to get it done before the podcast, and I was slow.
Stephanie.
So I'm in the kitchen for the first half.
No judgment here. Probably because some crazy lady called you in video chat.
No.
when you should have been meal prepping.
Well, my daughter's also crazy, and so it just makes life crazy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what's been your favorite thing so far about arm wrestling, Sarah?
I like the competition side of it, just giving me something to stay focused with, to work out. I really do like competing in it, my lovely young old age. I can't run up and down the basketball court anymore, so I got to do something.
That's cool. I didn't know you played basketball too.
I did. I had a full ride scholarship to go play at UT in Austin, and I got pregnant with my daughter.
Okay, that's so cool. So not only were you a baller, you were a shot caller, and like really,
basketball was my sport. It was. I miss it a lot, but my son plays, so now I get to live vicariously through him.
Oh, so are you one of those like play it cool?
Oh my God. Yeah, tell her, Sarah. Tell her what happens to your voice at the basketball game.
Oh, they've answered that question.
Okay. So, I am I'm a scream and yell mom, run up and down the sideline, run up and down the court with them. Every Saturday I lose my voice from yelling. It's worse in basketball. I'm a little better in soccer, but yeah. I scream and yell, and he asked my mom and dad, he was like, if you come to my games, are you going to yell like mommy? And I'm like, son, where do you think I got it from? Like, they used to do the same thing to me.
That's awesome. No, I'm one of those. I call myself like a basketball nanny. So like when the kids that I babysit play basketball and I get to take them to their games, they're like, "Please don't embarrass us." I'm like, "Let's go."
I think I embarrassed my kids at the arm wrestling table. I remember one time I was like, Addison, and he hadn't even started his match yet. I'm like, straight to the pad. And he's like, God, Mom, I could just feel it. He didn't say it. I've never even asked him, but I was just like, straight to the pad.
I think it hypes the kids up. If they know their parents are involved, like, they're going to go harder. And I yell at all the kids. So thankfully, I know all the moms well. They know I'm yelling at my kid and their kids. So we have fun with it.
Kind of like how I always pretended like Maddie's dad was yelling for me when he was yelling for her.
Yeah.
When I hear him yell, I'm just like, oh, that's for me.
Yeah.
Sarah, tell us what you like to do when you're not arm wrestling.
I really enjoy the gym right now. That's kind of my escape. I like to hike. I do a lot of hiking, and I'm getting my son involved in that. And he and I are recently going to start doing jiu-jitsu classes together. I'm getting him. He starts tomorrow, and I'm going to go with him. And he's a little nervous, so I told him, I would go to classes with him and just see where it goes.
That's so cool. Is it just something that he's interested in, or is there like a reason why? Or
I think, any self-defense, everybody should learn self-defense. He's 9. So far, no issues, but I think jiu-jitsu can help him overall in basketball, soccer. There's a lot of calisthenics that they're going to be doing, so that can help him get stronger and just overall teach him discipline, things that maybe I'm lacking, or, we're not perfect moms and, there's no rule book, but that can definitely help with more structure. And I just think it'll be, I think he'll enjoy it. If he doesn't, we'll try something different.
Awesome. I just know, like, for some kids, a lot of parents start out with karate, and so I wasn't sure if there was, if you had a preference between the two, or if there was a reason.
I think jiu-jitsu, it's all around just, everybody's got their preference. I think that's just overall better to start him with. I started out with kickboxing. I wish just simply because I feel you have more benefit from it.
For sure. Very cool. So, I feel like nobody needs to ask you this question because, like, the proof is in the pudding, and 2, like, it's on Facebook, which I absolutely love that you do. But what does training look like for you?
Well, training is I either overtrain, I do it too much, or I don't do it enough, right? I haven't found a balance. But I really enjoy lifting. And trying to find a balance between arm wrestling specific and lifting and not overdoing it.
Right.
I really try to lift. I try to do something every day, twice a week, do arm wrestling specific, and end up usually overworking one muscle. Shoulders are favorite. Training's at a standstill right now, though.
Gotcha. That's right. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to be training the pumpkin or if you just like decided to like lay low for a bit.
So I went to practice yesterday because I was like, my left feels great.
Right.
My right, I get my MRI Wednesday.
Okay.
And then I get results. So left felt great, but it's holding the peg. And like, I woke up today and was like, you're dumb, Sarah. Why did you do that? Like, you know better. But I needed to know before Texas State because I need to know if I can compete or if I cannot compete. And then once I know exactly what is going on here, how bad it is, maybe it's just a little bit of rehab I can do. In my mind, it's the end of the world right now. Everything is wrong. And I'm overthinking it. So I'll find out and then we'll be able to go from there.
All right. Well, definitely positive vibes and good thoughts to you as you go through that. I mean, it's not anything too serious as you figure everything out. But I'm sorry that happened for sure.
Stupidity. I knew better.
Yeah, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. But I mean, that's the combat sport of this sport as well too. The combat aspect of like, you go big or you go home, and sometimes that can cost us on the table, unfortunately.
For as long as I've been in it, this I would say is probably the biggest injury. Like I've had overtraining, tendonitis, but nothing this severe as I I feel like there's something majorly torn. I may be overthinking it. I'm on Google too much. I'm not a medical professional, and
Yeah, do not WebMD your symptoms.
Google and oh my god, I'm dying. So
you're gonna have a brain tumor by the end of the night.
Well, when I tore my tricep, but it wasn't even torn, and it felt like it came right out of my muscle. Like, so I'm just saying it was just a strain.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that's what it is. Like, everybody that I've talked to is like, it's not torn, it's not torn. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to have surgery and I'm gonna be out for like a whole year. You know, that's mentally I'm preparing for that.
Right.
No way, you can skip that.
I would rather prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
That's my philosophy of just be ready for a terrible news, and then when it's not so bad, you're like, okay, woo. But I mean, you know, there's stuff to be said for like, no, put positive thoughts into it. But I'm just like, that's just not me, boo.
Nope.
I had my car issue here recently or whatnot, and I was going back and forth because like some part is like, okay, it's only doing this, it's not doing this, it's gonna be okay, and then the other part is like, my whole engine's blown, it's gonna be ruined, I'm gonna have to like
buy a new car.
Yeah. And so then when I got the news that it was actually like the worst outcome that was humanly possible, and then you know you're racking your brain, okay, what do I do? But because I'd already kind of thought about it, it wasn't as devastating as it would be had it not been like, oh, it's gonna be fine.
That is like way better than driving on expired tags for half the year, and every time you think the police are behind you, you're like stressed out because your car's gonna get towed away and you can't get it back.
Does California take your cars if your tags are expired?
Yeah, but mine had been expired for like 6 months. And then I paid for it to get, and then my check bounced. So I knew they would take the car.
Oh, wait, hold on, I'm confused. They don't just write you a ticket, and as long as you get it done,
they tow it. No, they will tow it. Yeah. And it would be a lot of money.
What a liberal mess is that?
I know. I still love California.
That doesn't seem very progressive.
Oh my God. I don't even know. I have no idea. So Sarah, if there was one exercise that you could recommend us to add to our arm wrestling training, what would it be?
I'm real big on pull-ups, arm wrestling style pull-ups. And a lot of people tell me pronation lifts, which I hate doing them, but they're supposed to like, you know, I don't even know which called pronation lifts. I do them. I hate them. They hurt. I don't like them. That and hammer curls. I'm real big on hammer curls, static holds.
Hammer curls are really fun, especially because you're so much stronger, and you could kind of, well, if you go to the gym, you can make the guys look like pussies.
I don't know.
I have a home gym. I don't like.
I know. But if you do get a chance to curl the 45s for reps, and you're like, oh, that guy looks kind of feminine next to me.
I need to start doing hammer curls like first, because I have it like later in my workout, and I struggle with those suckers because my biceps are like, we don't want to do this.
They are always added in for the deadlift day for powerlifting. It's one of the accessories after deadlifts.
That makes sense. It's really
Fun.
So, being in Texas, you have kind of like access to all four corners of the US of A. Where have you found that you really enjoy competing at? Or are you a home state body?
I do a lot with the Texas.
Oh my God, Mom, my squat suit is here.
What?
Mom.
Cora just found her squat suit. Sorry. And the fish is done. Sorry. I'm sorry, Sarah.
You scared me.
If you weren't naked, I'd let you come over and show the girls. Do you? Sorry, I'm very sorry.
So I do a lot of the, with the Texas Armwrestling League. I really love our events, Texas State. It's one I look forward to. The John Brzenk Cup, I would really like to get back out to. That was an event I really enjoyed. There was a lot of ladies out there, and I had a blast at Winter Blast. Like Winter Blast will be another one I go out to. They did the ladies really good.
Here in high waters, but they don't.
I'm really looking forward to Winter Blast next year. Last year it wasn't feasible for me to go, but I'm definitely it's on the calendar, counting down the days with Ryan on that one. Very excited for that one.
Okay.
I think the Brazil Cup is actually the same day as the Texas
It is.
State. Yeah.
It wasn't going to be. We ended up having to move our Texas State. Just due to. I'm losing train of thought, Stephanie.
1 second. Hold on.
Hey, I'm just gonna mute you real quick, Steph, if you're okay. Oh well, she did it herself. Cool. All right, go ahead.
So we had it in September. We're doing that in Lubbock. But there's a big game going on, and hotel prices were insane. So, we ended up moving it a little bit later to make it more feasible and affordable. Because who wants to pay $400 a night for a hotel?
Right.
So, and then it just happened to fall on that date. So
Yeah. What you gonna do? And that's
I can't miss our Texas event.
Right. And I think that's one thing that I think we need to understand as a community, that sometimes things are gonna overlap, and sometimes things are gonna, and it's not necessarily malicious, it's not necessarily sabotaging or whatnot. Sometimes it is. I'm not taking away. Sometimes it is. But I'd say 8 times out of 10, it's just what worked for that promoter. And you gotta make your decision as a puller, where are you gonna go? What's more
puller's choice. It's good to have this many events going on, though. I would rather have too many events than not enough. It's good that people have options, depending on what level you want to compete at. There's many different levels you can compete at if you choose to stay in your home state or, go all the way to knuckles up. It's good to have options.
For sure. Definitely. She's still muted, so I'll just go. Who is someone that you kind of look up to in the sport, who's kind of helped you along your journey, man, female, or somebody who you really found that you really like to kind of mentor in a way? Because I know there are girls that look up to you as a puller as well too.
So let's see, that's a good one. I used to watch a lot of Angie Rose's videos. I really, really enjoy her style of training, watching her videos. She's done a lot in the sport. Let's see. Gosh, she asked me this on the spot, and I'm like, there's so many. Sarah Backman, of course, her training style videos. I used to mimic those. She's done a lot. Really enjoy watching those. But other than that, I will say my dad has probably been the biggest supporter, the one that, got me involved, helped train, get me going, motivate. He was the one that was pushing that, and it's something that he and I bonded with, so we really have fun. He actually just went and competed this past Saturday for the first time in 10 years. Yeah, so it was fun to be there with him and doing all of that. So yeah, hopefully he gets to get back in the sport.
That'd be awesome. That's awesome. How far did he end up going in the sport as far as titles?
Honestly, I do not remember. I know he didn't travel. He didn't travel around. I know. I want to say it was Ronnie Coleman. There was always a Texas State, Europa, and that maybe not. Europa may have. I don't think he was a part of. He competed maybe once in that, but that's when we were older as kids. But they did a lot in Winsboro, and I do not remember. Maybe it was a state or a county fair, maybe. I don't know. I have to ask him again, but it was just locally, and
Sure.
he stuck around and got his kids into it.
Definitely. You're good, Steph, if you want.
I can't see her.
Okay, I got rid of everybody. I'm in the room all by myself. The door is locked. I've already heard them try to open it once. So, what's the best promotion you've been a part of?
Best promotion I've been a part of?
Yeah.
Ooh, I really and this is going to sound crazy, but I've posted this numerous times. My favorite hands down event that I've been a part of is pulling for special kids. And that is, Rick's going to kill me. I want to say it was year 11, maybe 12. My memory is awful, but I've been a part of that event from day one. And it means something to me. I love doing that for the kids, helping Rick with that event. I really wish more people would come out and attend that event, support that event. It's for a great cause, and that's my favorite event of the year. I will, if I quit arm wrestling tomorrow, I'll never miss that event.
Me and Xana went one year.
Yeah.
That was really fun. She had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that was last weekend, correct? Or 2 weekends ago?
What's today? October 12th. It was October 12th.
Yeah, last weekend. Okay. Do they have it roughly in October every year then?
Every year. Yeah.
Was it at a different place?
No, it's been at Brisket Love, I think the last 3 years.
I liked that
venue.
place. It was fun. Yeah.
Very good. I have to put it on my list of tournaments to watch for sure.
It's a good one to attend. It's for a good cause.
Definitely.
No money's involved. You don't win any money, but you know the look on those kids' faces that get up there and pull with you. It means something else. So they enjoy it.
I remember asking Rick afterwards, and he was telling me the story about I think it was it a blind girl? I just remember him telling me about a special needs girl, and her name was Judy, and it was just like such a heart-touching story. Maybe we should have him tell it sometime because I can't give it justice, but he's such a nice guy to talk to, and it really meant so much to him.
Oh, that event means the world to him. He's done a great job with it.
Yeah.
I just wish more people were out there for it. It's fun.
Definitely. Yeah, I saw I think I saw your post about it. Like I saw it after like the day of when I was scrolling through, and and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then it's all like the videos and stuff, and I was like, "That's really awesome." I think that's anytime you can pull for a cause or something other than just like a regular old promoter or whatnot, or for a Metal Hammer award, when you can put meaning behind it, it says a lot about the sport and what we as individuals stand for and want to put attention on too.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we call this question to Jessie because Jessie Undrover came up with it, and I told her it was going to be forever part of the show, and I always try to give her credit for it as well. But what do you see? Where do you see arm wrestling going in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, okay. And nobody's gonna like my answer for this, but I honestly see it still being in the same place. I mean, it's grown. Don't get me wrong. Social media is allowed it to grow. But this whole we're going to get to the Olympics kind of thing where everybody hopes that's what we're doing. I don't see that happening with arm wrestling. And I'm going to tell you why. When you go to arm wrestling events, if you don't know anybody pulling there, is it fun for you?
For me, but maybe not for
But you're an arm wrestler.
Right.
If you actually don't arm wrestle, it's not fun for, a whole lot of people. And I've heard many people say that. I believe me, I've asked these questions, and it's like, we don't understand what's going on, or, arm wrestling's boring. It's fun for arm wrestlers because we love arm wrestling. So I think that's why it's going to be at a standstill for a while. Like slap boxing somehow made it, don't get me started on that. But I think, it'll keep growing with these. It's more super match based now, and that's what we're starting to see. And I think it'll continue to go that direction to where we'll see more promotions like that.
Do you have a preference between super matches and tournaments?
I'm a tournament puller. I prefer to pull tournaments. I get to pull many people. You go up to the table and you just pull. With super matches, you get in your head. You get to think too much and obsess over this or overtrain on this, and it's stressful. preparing for those. I just like getting up there and pulling. That's the fun for me.
Awesome.
What's your favorite match?
Match, as in my match?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like favorite, like who I enjoyed pulling, or like what do you mean favorite match?
Just like your favorite one you ever pulled. Yeah.
I know that Veronica Knight and I put on a really good show. It's the only thing that's coming to mind right now. It was the second all ladies event, and she and I got into a war.
And I think we both won like best match that day.
And I didn't want to win my own award. I didn't vote on it, right?
Right? Everybody else voted on it.
I think that's the one match that comes to mind. Wow, really enjoyed playing with her.
Wait, how many all ladies tournaments have we had?
3.
Oh, so it's not the third one? Because I don't remember her being at the second one.
Maybe it was the third one. I'm sorry, you're right.
Oh.
The second one?
The third one was not my favorite.
One.
I did not do very well at the third one. It was not.
We all have our good days and bad days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fourth one should have been happened, so Lucky could have gone to it.
Maybe no, I took a break this year.
No, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. You know, a lot going on with that, and you know, we're still navigating the waters of how to reach female arm wrestlers. So it's not easy out here. Talking.
I think honestly, ladies are gonna pull what's convenient for them. You know, let's say, you know, maybe they have husbands in the sport or boyfriends or, you know, whatever. They're gonna, you know, prioritize those tournaments or just really with whatever falls in line with their schedule. You know, we've got kids, we've got games, we have this, we have that, and you know, we're doing those things first. And if a tournament pops up, it's like, oh, let's go to that one. You know, it makes it really difficult to get everybody at the same tournament because everybody's schedules are different.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And we're so far away.
We're so far away. That's what I was gonna say. And like even like within our area, when we do have women that show up, they're there, you know, for somebody else, or they don't want to pull, or they're, you know, oh, I'm too new, I'm too this, and it's just like, come on, babes, let's go. So yeah, I think there's a myriad of reasons, you know, some valid, some kind of like, come on, bro. Where, you know, it's just one of those things where it's kind of like rough right now. And then, you know, like you said, just finding that location where like everybody's like, yeah, we're gonna fly here, and it's like, I can't fly there. Or, oh, this is right in my backyard, that's easy. Well, it's not for me. So
it's hard. That was the one thing that when I did surveys and asking all the women,
yeah, that was the number one reason why it's difficult is just the cost of travel.
Right.
And I mean, it's no secret this lovely last 3 years, everything's going up but our paychecks. So
right.
Making it difficult to even travel.
Oh, for sure. Definitely, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna get better.
I think, you know, it has to at this point. You know, something's gotta give at some point if we want to continue to see improvements. I think, you know, one of the big things that I will appreciate, and you know, especially on this podcast, really support are the promotions that are really pushing more than one, or in some cases more than 0 female matches, you know, so that you can, you know, clip those and push them out and showcase women. I think there needs to be more, obviously, you know, but I think too, like, I do appreciate the promotions who are actually, you know, buying into, yeah, let's get these females featured. So
there's a lot of good promotions out there that do.
The one thing I noticed about our live super matches is the way the girl filmed me and Katie's match was more exciting than the other camera angles on the other super matches. And I felt like it made it more exciting that she kind of walked around us and got in and got different angles and different views and filmed us when we were with our corner person and stuff like that. And I mean, I know that sometimes when people just set up a tripod and film the tournament, it's not as exciting as if you get the extra person in there to film the ladies match, maybe, and just to make it more exciting. Or
That's a
even to
good
be able
point.
to hear what they're saying to each other.
Right.
You know, the fight with the strap.
All right. I was watching the podcast earlier, and the female arm wrestler on there was like, "Yeah, don't put me on a mic," and I just had to chuckle because it's just like, "Yeah, we know, boo." but I mean that is one of those things too, where like us as females can't win because when you're aggressive and you're talking on the table and you're fighting for this, like, yeah, that makes it more entertaining, but it also opens us to a world of ridicule.
Yep.
Right. And then, but when you're, at a tournament that I was at, one of the younger pullers who's 17, who's been doing it for a while, she's going to be world level here shortly. She was like, "Why do we give so much in the setup? Why do we let them just have why are we so nice before we set up?" And it's just like, because we can't win. If we're nice in the setup, we might end up losing, and then people don't think we're as good as we are. But if we, vocalize and complain, then we're being baby.
Well, I'll say it like this, and I don't care what people think of me. I'm going to be vocal. Yeah, I'm gonna say what I want, and I encourage every female arm wrestler to do the same. I mean, there's levels. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell a ref, "Get her off my thumb, ref," or "Hey, ref, she's on my thumb." It's the same thing, and you just, I mean, there's levels of that. You can hype it up. You can still be respectful, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're there to win a match. You're there to be on the table. Emotions are high. Things are going. Adrenaline's pumped. So why? I mean, why not do what you need to do to win that match? At the end of the day, if you mess up and you pass out a ref, go apologize at the end of the day. Hey, emotions were high. Things happen. I've done it twice.
I guess you'd have to be really bad because those guys have to put up with everybody's crap. Is he gonna? By the time the day is over, is he gonna even remember that I was mean to him? I'm just kidding. No, I know. Just.
Refs do have a hard job.
And that was what was funny, because when I pulled at sit downs, the head ref was making the strap, and I was like, this strap isn't right. Like we need to fix this. And like after the match, the down ref was like, "Oh, I've never seen Lucky get mean before," and I was like.
But as you gain experience, that's the whole purpose of table time. You're gaining experience. Whereas you didn't know this before, you learned about this, you knew about it, so you pointed it out. Refs aren't excused from criticism. They're going to make mistakes. They're humans. And that's our job as pullers up there to say, "Hey, ref, my knuckles." And, "Hey, ref, she's carving." We're there to manipulate the setup too. And everybody knows in arm wrestling, it's the setup. The guys do it. There's nothing wrong with the women doing it either.
Right.
Sarah, are you a ref?
Hell no. Hell no. Oh, Stephanie, you know this. I get near a break arm and I freak out.
That's true. That's
better,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, my first couple of break arms, I'm
running out the back door, just like I can't.
I was sitting by Grandma Rosa's daughter, and then she was crying, and it was odd. I mean, that was bad. There was 3 that day, huh? Was there? That was crazy.
Which tournament?
With the one that was it's on the water. It was when that one guy brought all of his daughters. There were so many ladies there.
Yeah, that was my central. 18 ladies were there that day. The central of 2021, I think.
I got second to Maryland on left. Remember, that was so exciting.
Yeah, there was.
Made me feel like I'm better than I am. Yeah, that was a
Hey,
crazy
Marilyn's a
day.
beast. She's a beast.
I know.
I wish she would come back. I haven't seen her in a long time. I don't think she's competed in a while, but she was brand new in the sport and just ungodly strong and just very talented puller.
When did she beat Laren and then something happened and they had to redo it and since she hurt her arm?
Ladies, I don't remember honestly.
Oh.
I know she got injured, but I don't remember all the details behind it. My memory's not that good.
Christina Castro says, "Hey Sarah, she isn't feeling too hot today, so she isn't."
Hi, Christina.
Wanted to make sure she said hey to you. I also want to say hello to the chat. So we got Stanimal, the Drew, and Michael Nance all watching. Thank you all for popping in. We appreciate you. And I mean, we might have more people watching, but those are just the guys that were in the chat. So thank you guys. We appreciate all your views and support. And Drew, I'm not sure why there wasn't audio. It just might have not been working. I had my tournament yesterday, and he's critiquing the live. So, my bad, homie. My bad.
How did your event go? I have not got to see it. I've been kind of crazy over the weekend, so.
No worries. It was really good. I had a solid turnout. Virginia has another big event on the 9th. They have an Arnold's qualifier, so a lot of people were like, had said that they wanted to come out, but then when they didn't qualify, they're saving themselves for the qualifier, which I totally get. And so there was the people that were there like made it amazing. And so Tim Bresnan and Stan Waku from Virginia did our reffing for the event. And then the guys were really excited because a lot of them, it was either their first tournament or their second. We had a few veterans that came out, won some pretty killer Bob Sutton plaques. So I really had a fun time with it. And so I feel for promoters. Like, this is my first event promoting, so not sure if it's for me.
If it could go wrong, it went wrong, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have any injuries.
No, that's good. But I mean, like the setup and the getting it going.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. And and that's just one of those things is, did I promote it enough? Did I post it enough? Did I ask the right, and then, you had people like 3 days out being like, I didn't know about this. I was like, I posted it 18 times.
Yeah. Facebook algorithms.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just one of those things where, like, I learned a lot of like what I want to do if I do it again, and then I learned too that maybe I never want to do this again. And so afterwards I literally sat down and I didn't even pull and my body was sore. I was like, why am I sore? Like, I woke up this morning stiff.
Stressed out.
Yeah, I was just like, but I mean, the venue was beautiful. We did it up at a brewery here in Virginia. They had like the big love sign in the back. There was mountains, and then like the weather, it was literally like 72 with a slight breeze. I mean, it was the perfect day for arm wrestling tournament outside. And so yeah, so I had a good time, and so I'm not complaining in the least. Every promoter hopes to have more people show up to their event.
Oh, yeah.
That's just what it is.
It was your first one.
Yeah, exactly. It was the first one, and we had a lot of people who came out that aren't affiliated with my team, and so that just showed me too that, okay, I did something right.
That's good. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I've seen Sarah run the tournament, run the brackets, and then get up from the brackets, pull, and go sit back down and keep doing the brackets. Like, she's like this superwoman.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like, how could you even do that?
And like,
who
I
else
said, now
does
that I
that?
know everything, like that's what makes me have like so much respect for, promoters, especially you, Sarah, who like participate on top of promoting, on top of doing XYZ. Like, it's not easy, y'all. It's not easy. She just makes it look easy.
I enjoy it. So I have ADHD, so the busier I am, the better. And
Right.
like, I work better under pressure. So I went to tournaments that I'm not working. and I'm just there to pull, and I'm like, oh my God, y'all give me something to do. What do? I cannot sit still. So, I mean, it works for me, and I have fun with it.
I didn't see any good footage of it. Boy, please. I'll post your match, Stan, to you. And
What?
then, Stan said I didn't see any good footage of me, even though his matches are on the live, but whatever. And I will gladly come to another tourney Lucky puts on. Thank you, Stan. Appreciate you, boo. So Sarah, tell us about some of your amazing accolades. I saw here just a few weeks ago you walked away with 2 hammers from
They're sitting
Oklahoma.
back there. I don't know if y'all can see them. I see them back there.
That was awesome.
Out there.
But
I'll keep those in my office.
But that's not it. That's like literally like a penny in the thousands of dollars of prizes. What else have you walked away with that you're super proud of?
Actually, it's the recent one.
Awesome.
So it was in special recognition for pulling for special kids for outstanding leadership in sport of arm wrestling and continued support in the pulling for special kids. So that award, I almost cried. Like, I know that sounds silly, but I was not expecting it. I've said that event means a lot to me. So that one, yeah, that's one of my favorite. I have my dragon sitting over here from Winter Blast. Very proud of that dragon. It's the first time I had went over in that area and competed and won a dragon in a pretty good stacked ladies class. I mean, they had really good turnout, for ladies.
Yeah, I know. Liz went with you. Christy was out there. Jocelyn was there. I'm trying to remember who was in the lighter class.
I want to say Jessie was there. A girl named Kate was there. God, how do I forget her name? She's got lots of kiddos, and I just drew a blank on her name. Her kiddo pulled the fire alarm. What is her name?
Kim?
No. Oh my Lord. And I can't go look on Facebook. She's gonna kill me.
We won't tell her.
I know, I think it starts with a J. Jesslyn. I think it's Jesslyn. Yeah. She was fun. I enjoyed pulling with her.
Everybody pulled that fire alarm, apparently. You know how many people have said of accused people pulling that fire alarm or setting that fire alarm off? That's gonna
I thought Nanya did it.
Right.
Oh, I forgot about all that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah, what was it? What was that? Who shot? It was like that show Dallas that ended on that.
Who shot JR?
That's almost as infamous as who pulled the fire alarm at Winter Blast.
I bet someone's going to do it again.
Man, I know. They had me run up and downstairs. It was awful.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't have moved. I would have been like, oh well.
I'm in the room and it's going off and I'm like, is this a joke? And I was talking to somebody on the phone and I'm like, I think there's a fire. Oh my God, there's a fire. I gotta get out of the building, and I'm in a frantic running downstairs, and then I get down there and everybody's calm, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? There's a fire. No, it's a false alarm. I'm like, man.
That's when they need to like come over like the intercom, be like, don't worry, y'all, stay in your room, just chill.
Fire drill.
Fire drill. As a teacher, I hate fire drills so much. They're literally the worst. I was just excited when we had the earthquake drill that it was during the my kids' specials, so I didn't have to do the earthquake drill with them. So I was like,
yes,
dodge that bullet. What really gets me is the lockdowns, though, because of where we live in America, and this is a real thing that could happen to any school at any time. The lockdown drills are the ones that I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, those can be stressful. Even just a drill, it makes it stressful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I literally have to like go in mentally prepared and then like go home and like like disconnect and like watch something happy on TV, because otherwise I just get into like a really like, what if this really does happen? And it's just, I can't watch TV shows that have to deal with it too. Like I watched a few different shows and they'll have like dramatizations of it. I'm like, nope, we're skipping this week's episode.
Can't do that. No, I don't blame you. I mean, that's your job. That's where you work. I mean, those are your kiddos, and
Yeah.
that's got to be every teacher's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being the teacher. I just couldn't do it.
He's such a fun teacher though.
I would be so fun that they wouldn't learn anything. They learn how to have fun. We'd be playing board games all day.
Lucky, do you arm wrestle your kids all day?
Do I?
Yeah, do you arm wrestle your kids all day?
I have arm wrestled one child who brought in a note from his mom giving him permission to arm wrestle me, and he wanted to do it at the lunch table, like in front of everybody, the first week of school. And I was like, I could let him take it, and but at the same time, like, I'm not losing any street cred with these kids, and so I'll give him something to work toward. Because let me tell you, when he shook my hand, I was like, all right, we'll shake on it. The kid's grip by itself, I walked away going like, I don't think I'm going to win. He wrestles, his dad's a power lifter, and he plays football. And he was like, I can beat you. And that kid, he was so strong. And I had to take him down so fast. And then my male teachers came up to me. They were like, we thought you were going to play with him. I was like, y'all, if I had sat there any longer, I would have lost. So he tells me we're going to do it again at the end of the year. And I'll probably go ahead and give it to him at the end of the year. So
make him work for it. Good job, Lucky.
Exactly. So, and then that way when the next batch of kids come up, they don't know. But no, it was a really fun day. It was a fun time for sure.
So Sarah, what do you want to achieve in the future? What's next?
For arm wrestling? Or just in general?
Ooh.
Well, both. Oh boy. Sarah's gonna be rich and famous. No.
Sarah's gonna sponsor Lucky.
So for arm wrestling, I went ahead and signed up for the ladies left hand round robin. So I'm looking forward to that. Want to get healthy for that. Obviously Texas State is coming up November the 16th. I don't think I'm going to be healthy for that. We'll see. But that's going to be, really what's next for me with arm wrestling is, I'm committed to that. I, as long as God forbid nothing happens with my kid, then I'm there. But in general, I'm really wanting to start competing with jiu-jitsu and really doing competition levels at that. I think it'll be fun. It's something my son and I can travel and do. I love competition. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be hard. And I think it's going to be fun. So that's really what I'm going to start working towards, still arm wrestling, but really putting time towards that.
That's really cool. I love that too. I wish I could still feel, well, if I was 15 years younger, I'd want to try some new stuff too.
Well, my kid went, Mommy, are you too old to be doing this? I'm like, you got what?
I didn't think you were too old, but in my mind, I was like, I didn't even know they had adult jiu-jitsu.
They've got 9 women at this gym, and I'm like, there's 9 women? Oh my God, like you never see
more
that.
Than arm wrestling.
I know, and I'm like, man, I'm coming to train with these women. There's 9 women at that gym.
Well, see, there you go. You can recruit them into arm wrestling, and then you can have 1 week in jiu-jitsu, 1 week arm wrestling, 1 week jiu-jitsu, 1 week arm wrestling.
It'll be fun. Maybe get them there. I've seen Stranger Things.
There you go. The TV show? No. No, oh man, I definitely post about that because I want to see, and I would love to I need to look into that because that's something I would love to even go look at and see because I've seen it, but I don't like doing kids events because I show up by myself and then I look weird at why is she here with by herself at a kids event? It's less weird because I'm a female, but it still looks sketch. But now that I know that there's adult ones, I'm gonna go check it out.
They are. It's and I had no idea. Like I just went up there for him, and then he was nervous, and he's like, I really don't want to do this by myself, and I'm like, you know what? All right, I'll go.
Awesome. So you have obviously pulled a lot of females. You travel around a lot. You've done a lot as far as, getting to different events, getting to different locations. Is there anyone in particular you're interested in gripping up with next, or a promoter that you really would love to see you partner with here in the future?
So I watched I think it was your podcast. Y'all, my memory sucks. I will tell you one person that I really enjoy pulling with and would love to pull again. I think Bethany Ricci. She was on a podcast and she was like, not calling out, but I want to pull Sarah's left hand. And I'm like, ooh. Yeah. She is so fun to be around. I'm telling you, that girl deserves more recognition. She is just overall just a badass. I would like to see her more like, knuckles up cards. Like those, she's that level. And she's just ultimately fun to be around, and I have fun pulling her. So my response to you, Bethany, is let's do it. Let me get all healed up. let me fix my right arm real quick and make sure everything's good. But no, she's one of my favorite pullers.
I think, and she's on the card to join us at 154 on the left hand at the.
Oh, really?
Ma'am.
Yeah, I forgot. Maybe they added her later and I didn't see.
Oh, you're good. But yeah, she so we're rocking that 154 right now with Kimberly Wood and Danielle Evanson so far.
Nice.
So that'll be yeah.
Bethany is 8.
Can't forget Scarlett Jade. Sorry, Scarlett.
Bethany's a beast and she's working hard. I've already been stalking her videos. I'm like, why can't my traps look like hers? She's just a beast.
I want my everything to look like her. She can keep the blonde hair though. I'll stay. But
no, she's good people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she rocked the right hand for sure.
Oh yeah. I think her left, in my opinion, is stronger than her right. Now it's been a little while since we, gripped up at May. I can't remember if I pulled her left or not. I said my memory sucks, but I think she's overall a dominant puller with both arms, but I think she is stronger with her left.
So looking at kind of where we're at, before, what's kind of your mindset as far as the round robin goes? Are you like, I'm going for number 1? Are you like, I want to get here, I want to beat my right hand placement? Where you at with how left hand?
I mean, obviously I don't, I want to win it.
Right.
Anybody's gonna say that, like, but I'm realistic with things. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and go, oh yeah, I'm gonna go in there and just beat everybody. No, my initial goal was top 6 in the right hand, and I think I fell 1 short from that. And I set realistic goals for myself. If I come in top 6, I think I am stronger left-handed, and I do a lot better left-handed because my right's retarded, and it doesn't want to learn new things. My left tends to, is more coachable. So, for my goal there, I want top 3.
Okay.
That would be the goal I'm setting myself at.
Love it. See, I could have sworn you placed in the money at the right hand. I thought you did.
I underestimated Court.
We all did. No judgment there.
She showed up and I was like, holy shit, where'd she come from? Like, it'd been years since I pulled her. Yeah, she did amazing. And yeah, I 100% underestimated her. And I think that is who took 6, and I think I took 7. So
gotcha.
I won't make that mistake again.
No. Yeah, I think the 154s especially were just so fun to watch too. Like, I really enjoyed that Saturday's matches.
Even Friday, the girls put on a show. Like, that was a lot.
We're not gonna talk about Friday. We don't talk about Friday on the show.
I totally forgot, Lucky. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Hey, like I tell everybody else, I'm going to be most improved.
Hey, we all have our good days and bad days. It's gonna happen.
Yep, exactly.
Some days you'll be in your head. Some days you'll just be dominant on the table and then go, "What the hell happened? Why can't I do that every time?" It's part of it.
Exactly. No, I learned a lot. That day, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, to be honest.
That's all. That was it. That honestly, going back to, I know there was a lot of bullshit. Sorry, BS around that event. A lot of drama was around that event. But like I told Lorraine and Robbie, I was like, this was probably the most fun I've had in an event after like everything tended to calm down and everybody, pulled, got around each other. Having that many women in one place. I think in the tournament there was like 20 women. That's how many signed up for that class. Like, it was amazing. And then talking, having fun with everybody after pulling. Like, that is probably one of the most events I had fun at.
Definitely. Agreed. Deal. Steph, you want to wrap it up?
Okay, our last question. What advice would you give to somebody new to the sport?
Somebody new to the sport. I think I would find a really good, I wouldn't say coach, but like a team to really train with and stay consistent. Ignore the newbie arm wrestling pain; it eventually goes away. But other than that, for women in particular, because of how many newer women have come in and got hurt, really focus on safety. Make sure that they're coming in and they know how to stay safe on the table. So I don't know if that gets taught, for newer women that are coming in. But that's, to me, that's very, very important.
Definitely. Yeah.
And have fun. Have fun.
Agreed. I think there needs to be a lot from just my experience, trying to find a team, because I'm still, a month out from being a year in the sport for my first tournament. For me, I think it has a lot to do with vetting. And I know a lot of girls that entered around the same time that I did, where we're still like very, very new. We're looking at going to, when we get to go to team to team to team, and then we realize, whoa, this team didn't teach me anything this team had taught me. Like, just because somebody at one practice, that might not be the end all be all practice that you need to be at as a new person. And really working at vetting your teams and vetting who you're pulling with, because you got to be careful, especially in this kind of sport, because guys, especially if you get some that like to ego pull, that newbie.
I haven't encountered a lot of, well, maybe one, but for the most part, I don't do that,
Yeah, but you're in the South where they're sweet. I'm in the North.
What are they in the North? If they're not sweet, they're what? What's a good word?
See, the
sour. Sour.
No, but I mean, it took me about 3 different teams to find the team that worked for me, and I wouldn't trade my team for the world. And then, of course, I have my coach, Mike, who does, phenomenal, who really taught me all that safety stuff. But I've gone around to a lot of teams up here, and it's just like, yikes.
Eventually find your people. Like, when you get into the sport, you meet a lot of people, talk to a lot of people, but you eventually find your people and what works for you, and then you stick with that and stay consistent and have fun. That's excuse me, what I would say.
For sure. What did Drew say? Drew said, expect to lose a lot. Fair enough. Yep.
What is?
He said, if you're new, expect to lose a lot for a long time. Patient consistency, train safely, basic if training. which I think you said like basic training, and then finding a good club is the toughest part.
And I like what he said about losing. Like, don't give up. You're going to lose a lot. It's part of it. You learn from every match and you get better from it. You're not going to just come into the sport being brand new. I mean, there are, exceptions and just, phenoms that just come in and dominate, but they're few and far between. You have to come in and really work hard and put in the effort and not quit.
Definitely. Well, cute. Stephanie, you got anything?
Oh no, I'm just spacing out thinking about when I was new and how scared I was. And I was at my first tournament at the Fit Expo, and I'd never been on the table with anyone but Cora. We were just brand new together. Yeah, and I was scared. I was so scared. And then there was nothing. I just didn't have anything for anybody. But
and then you improved and you got better.
Yeah, it was really fun. I had no idea what to expect because I just hadn't been to any other practice. I just was so new, and feel like I've come so far. But then I haven't trained as hard as everybody else. And when you put the work in, it really shows.
Right.
You can just be strong, and that doesn't count. You have to have everything else.
But I think like even watching yours and Katie's matches, like you are so powerful, girl.
That's one of the matches I did not even like. My arm felt over and my hand felt like we're strapping me up, and I'm like, there is no way I'm going to win this. I'm going to try, and then I'll just have to beat her on the next one. And it was like she just figured me out. It was like I'm done. But I was really happy that I got that first one because then she was happy that she won, and then we got to go out and have a good time. And sometimes the things that you think are going to matter the most about the whole thing, like Sarah said, like when you get it in your head, they're not that important. And that was that we had a really good time, and that the other ladies' matches went well, and just to be thankful that we even had the event. Yeah. But yes, I want to get out to Texas to pull Sarah with you and Elizabeth. I really need to do that. I'm like,
you've got Texas State November 16th, and then my central event will be February 15th.
That's probably going to be better to come to.
Sorry,
that's like a Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's a Valentine's Day weekend.
So what you said central event?
So with the Texas Arm Wrestling League, we have qualifiers for each region to get into Texas State, where you can get a free entry into Texas State. So it's like Central, Northern, Eastern, Southern. So our next season is coming up and it's kicking off February. We're going to do the Central region, and that's what we call it, the Central qualifier. That's February 15th.
Gotcha. That's kind of cool that you guys do it that way. I like that. And then you get free entry into the state because that always helps, like entry fees. Ooh la la. Yeah. Well, and that's why I kind of like, what Greg did with the World Series of Arm Wrestling is the fact that, you pay, at the qualifiers, and then you get to do the finals without the entry fee. So.
Yep.
I don't like that.
That's another event I'm disappointed because I was going to go to that event November 2nd. I was coming out to see Stephanie, and I had to cancel that. So pretty not happy about that.
I'm sorry.
So it is what it is. I'm gonna not stress on it. I am, but I'm not gonna stress on it.
Right.
We can move faster.
Yeah. Well, and especially with that being so close to Texas too, it's one of those things where we can't pull them all.
Yeah.
At least you're not so injured that you just have to lay there. It could definitely be worse.
Could be worse, yes. I'm fortunate that I can still work. I can still, drink my water, feed myself. Like, it could be way worse. So, I'm just being a big baby about it right now because to me, it's the end of the world right now.
I completely relate. I mean, remember when I dropped the bench on my ribs and my ribs were bruised? And all I could find one spot in the bed and just lay there. Okay, this doesn't hurt as bad. I'm just going to lay here until I fall back asleep. And I'm just going to sleep until the pain goes away. Like, it just took forever. And then there's nobody to blame except me. Like, I dropped the weight on myself. And
last year when I broke my leg,
Oh man.
broke my leg running. And
Oh my god.
I was like literally going for a PR and I fell off the curb and like broke the bottom of the fibula, I think it is. And I thought it was just sprained. I literally went to work that day and I was like, I'm gonna have to be off tomorrow because I think I sprained my ankle and I just need to get it wrapped or whatever and x-rayed. And the tech guy came in, he was laughing at me. He was like, "You went to work yesterday and your leg is broke?" And I was like, "My leg's not broken." He's like, yeah, it is."
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was like, "Oh man." What the thing that made me the maddest about it though was literally I had to wear a croc on my shoe because my tennis shoes did not fit because my foot was like this long. So I had to wear a croc. So this kid who has literally had not paid attention to me all year, his grade reflected that he had not paid attention to me all year, comes up to me and the minute he says, he's like, "Why you got two different shoes on?" And I was like, "Are you serious? You have not paid attention or listened to anything I said all year long, but the first thing you're going to tell me is
You got two different shoes on."
that I got two mismatched shoes. And I was like, because I wasn't showing up to school in Crocs. Wearing one was bad enough. But they are comfortable, I will say. It got me through the day.
Hey, when did you break your leg? I don't even remember that. Was this like a long time ago?
No, well, it was before I like, so I had been training arm wrestling or whatnot, but my first tournament wasn't until November, and I broke my leg in September.
Oh,
So literally, my very first arm wrestling tournament, I was in a boot.
Broken leg and all went up there and pulled.
Yeah, so that was in the Virginia rankings, and they didn't have any women show up, which is how I became Virginia's number one. Because nobody showed up. It was great. So yay default. But I did beat two guys left-handed, and I was super excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got to be number 4 on the Virginia rankings for the men. And then in December, the week before I pulled my first official against other women, the boot came off. And then I won right and left first place at that one, at my first official one against 2 girls. So that was cool.
Fun times.
Yeah. I've had some decent wins, but some hard losses, and I've just enjoyed it. Like, you know, on some aspects, this has been like the best year ever, and in other aspects, it's been the worst year ever. And like, it's been, but that's what arm wrestling is. It's just like this kind of cool roller coaster you get to ride.
Love it.
I can't wait to see you next. I think it's going to be
Probably the round robin. I don't think we'll be able to hit any of the same events between now and then.
Yeah, well, Winter Blast will be before the round robin, so we'll see.
Yeah. Nice.
For sure.
Are you coming in at 154 for Winter Blast? I got to prep for you, Lucky.
I'm gonna
I hear that left arm's mean.
It can be. My right's actually gotten a little bit stronger, but so my right arm is stronger, but it doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. But my side pressure on my left is still pretty solid, and so you know, they just kind of go back and forth on which one's gonna
cooperate.
What month is Winter Blast?
March
22nd this year. Well, next year.
22nd?
Yep, March 22nd. So I will. I'm doing Knuckles Up in January, and then I'll lay low until Winter Blast because I would like to pull 154s, and then I'd like to go up to 176 too. Go ahead and do both classes.
Yes.
So that's what I'm planning.
There's a 176 class. I might be able to make that.
Yeah, so they have 4 for women's pros. They'll have 138, 154, 176, and 177 plus.
Oh.
You got it. And then yeah, we'll do I'm gonna try to do Knuckles Up for the qualifiers for 154 because right now I'm qualified for 155 for the Arnolds, and you have to which I understand, you have to qualify for the class you want to pull. So
These are
I'll just see where I'm at for that. But are you going to the Great American Bash, Sarah, in December?
I'm not. So December, I don't travel anywhere.
That's right, you did tell me.
December, I am very busy with Christmas events and family, and just it's hectic. So I usually don't go anywhere in December.
No, smart. I respect that.
December is my break. Okay, no traveling.
There you go. I might have to pick a month to do that, but I just be too like, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to see this person, I want to see this person. So, and that's
You're
another
gonna make them
reason
all.
why I
You're gonna
wish
go to
that
every
we
one of them.
could like all really get together and like have a chance, because then Lucky wouldn't have to travel to the four corners of the earth to see all of her friends. I could just see them in one spot.
It'd be nice. Like that was the whole purpose with the all ladies event. It was, to get everybody together. But things happened, and here we are now. But I'm not opposed to possibly bringing it back and getting us all together again.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Like I said before, whatever you need when it comes to that, I'd definitely be willing to help out, podcast wise, promoting wise, sponsor wise. We can work something out, because you put a lot of work and effort into that event, and I would love to see it be a successful turnout for you. If you ever
Appreciate that.
I'm already getting nervous just thinking about it. Who am I gonna pull? I can't be last place. Can I just do 2 matches and I'm done?
No, Stephanie, can I just do a super match?
That's actually not a bad idea. There you
Can
go.
I just super match a brand new girl who's like 100 pounds?
Wait, no, but
Yeah, that would be me.
Stephanie gets in her head too much.
I know.
I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, the chat kind of ran off without me, so, but I don't think they're talking about anything that we've said so far. Oh, Shauna. Hey, Shauna.
Hey, Shauna. I love Shauna.
Yes. Same. She's a fantastic puller out of Wisconsin. #1 both arms. So, glad to have you join us.
I haven't got to meet her yet.
She's been having some incredible lifts, and here recently with her deadlifts and her on the sled, and so definitely very impressed and very impressive. So if you don't follow Shauna, make sure you hit her up on Facebook. And we love you too, girl. And then Sarah, where can people follow you in your journeys?
Facebook and Instagram. Well, I'm not really Instagram. I don't like Instagram. Facebook and TikTok. It's Sarah Ray on both of them.
Oh, nice. I don't think I follow you on TikTok, so I'll have to change. I'll have to rectify that.
Sure. TikTok. I just like TikTok because I scroll through videos. Like I get lost. I actually need to delete that app, but I'm not going to.
I have found to love TikTok for the carnivore diet stuff that I'm doing. There's so many like awesome
recipes. Yeah. See, I'll pull like cool things, like things to make, or workouts. They post workouts there. It's just, I don't know. I enjoy watching the videos there.
Ooh, Stephanie and Sarah, let's Vegas March. Let's do it.
Is that Sean?
Shauna, yeah.
Sean Hancock, right?
Shauna.
No. Oh, Shauna. What'd she say?
She said that you and Stephanie need to go to Vegas in March with her.
What's in March?
I think it is. I think it's the
Sean's event, right?
Sean's event.
What day in March? It's like the week before Winter Blast, isn't it?
I think it's earlier than that, but I could be wrong. I know Sean posted it here recently.
Anytime I get the opportunity to go to Vegas, I'm going. I love Vegas. But
I do think it would be fun. Is it going to be far away from the Arnold's? Because the Arnold's is the first week in March.
Arnold's is the first week of March, and then I think this one like falls in between the two, but I think it's like the week after. But I could be wrong. Let's see if she says it in the chat.
Shauna, what day is it?
Right. No, it's the Bayou. That's next weekend. Actually, that was yesterday. Just kidding. March 8th. So it is the week after Arnold's. 2 weeks before.
Might be able to make it. Might be able to.
What else is it?
I'm down to go to
Oh,
Vegas. Vegas is fun, guys.
There's an event in February in Vegas as well.
So wait, Arnold's, and then there's the Vegas event, and then it's Winter Blast. What else is in March? There's something else in March. I don't remember.
No, it is IFA Nationals. That's what I thought. Shauna, do you know where IFA is going to be holding their Worlds?
The Nationals or the Worlds? I didn't hear you, Lucky.
Well, so the Nationals are going to be in Vegas March 8th, but I want to know where they're going for Worlds because they haven't announced that yet either.
Okay.
To my knowledge, but that's why I was asking if Shauna knew where the Worlds was going to be. Because as much as there's so much, I know we're not supposed to technically talk about all the stuff that's going on, but I may be going to some nice country.
Wait, hold on. I thought, are you talking about Denise and Leonard? I thought they were doing theirs in Ohio in April.
That's the USAA Nationals. And then IFA Nationals is in Vegas.
Okay.
Man, I gotta pay attention more. But I thought it was backwards.
If Denise and Leonard's is the IFA Nationals, then that happens on April 8th or April 7th, because it's a couple weeks before the round robin. Because I was debating if I was gonna do that because it was so close to the round robin, and your girl is not trying to do anything cray for the round robin. Because most improved. She says she doesn't know. Oh, wait.
I'll go find the flyers.
Right. But yeah, so let me see. I need this woman to add me on Facebook already.
Because IFA Nationals is in Dayton, Ohio. Okay, now I'm gonna look.
Right. Oh, that was Missouri State. I wonder how Missouri State went. Anybody go to Missouri State in the chat? Here we go. All right, so nope, that's Illinois State.
No, so 2025 IFA North American Arm Wrestling Champ. Okay, that's the one that's March 8th.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this says IFA United States National Arm Wrestling Championship, Saturday and Sunday, April 4th through the 6th in Dayton, Ohio. So do they have two?
What's that one in Dayton, Ohio?
April 7th and 8th, or 4th through 6th.
That's going to be the IFA. So this is like the North American Arm Wrestling Championships, but I don't think that's, and I mean, both promotions are great. Don't get me wrong. The one for Worlds, I want to say is in Ohio.
Yeah. So yeah. This is the only qualifying event for the 2025 IFA Arm Wrestling Championship.
That's Denise's in April?
Yep, April 4th.
Yeah.
And we're not sure where we're going yet, sadly. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, so a week ago, Denise said, because Blaine asked, where is Worlds this year? Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate you. And a week ago, Denise said, I'll know in a few weeks.
Nice.
So I'm glad that I did not know because it has not been announced, not because I was not paying attention. Because sometimes it's the latter. But yeah, definitely if it's in a nice spot, I'll definitely be tempted to see about going to qualify. March is IFA North American. Sorry. No, you're good, girl. We were all struggling on the struggle bus trying to figure this train out. All right. Well, cool. I have school tomorrow, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have a job, so I'm happy. I have a job, so that's good. Always thankful for that. But is there anything that you would like to shout out? We're gonna get Bethany on the line and be like, "Ooh, Sarah Collins called you out. You better be ready."
I used to call me out first. Nothing but love for that girl. Nothing but love for that girl. Like all the respect in the world for her. I enjoy pulling her. Would pull her hands down anytime. Just she's fun to be around. But no, I hope to see many ladies at Texas State, November 16th. Come out to Lubbock. If you need information, let me know. Reach out to me or Billy Ortegas. But hopefully the ladies will show and then try to take all the prize money. There's lots of money to be made there.
Ooh. We got some
Awesome.
cash. We got the cash out. That's one thing I haven't done yet. Nope, that's a lie. I did win. I won $20 for a best match one time at an arm wrestling competition, so I'll take that. But I would like to win some more money arm wrestling. Thoroughly enjoyed having you on tonight. You're awesome. We appreciate you. Appreciate everything that you are doing in the sport, promoting the sport, promoting other females in the sport. Through Facebook, through promotions, through events. So, best of luck. As of right now, something changes in the wind, and I can make my way out there. I'd love to come out and see you guys for sure. I know you and Liz are going to do a phenomenal job, and so get better. Let us know about your arm and all the positive vibes to you.
Thank you, Lucky. I appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you too,
Fun hanging
Sarah.
out with y'all.
Okay. All right.
Bye. Y'all have
Bye.
a wonderful evening. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. We will see you all here next week on Saturday, and make sure you follow the Facebook chat or the Facebook group, Lucky Ones Podcast, Females in Arm Wrestling, for all the female arm wrestling updates. So